Ohiming joins us live. Hello, Ohiming.
Hello.
Sure, you're coming to us from Denkyira Obuasi. I can see behind you some members of the Denkyira Traditional Council. We know by now the exams should have started. Basically, tell us what you know about students writing the BEC in the area, and also about the one-week celebration and the pacification the Denkyira Traditional Council expects to undertake today in relation to the lynching of Captain Maxwell Adam Mahama.
Thank you very much. Yes, 48 schools with 1,213 candidates are participating in this year's basic education examination in Diaso, the district capital of Upper Denkyira West District in the central region. Out of this number, 2 schools are participating from Denkyira Obuasi, also known as New Obuasi. They are the New Obuasi Catholic Junior High School. They are producing the highest number of pupils, 42 of them. And the New Obuasi Anglican JHS is also producing 31 pupils, making it 73 candidates for this year's BECG exams in the Denkyira Obuasi community. I must say it has been very difficult for education authorities. Before today, they had also expressed worry that they are not sure that these people, some of whom have fled the community after the military officers stormed this area and also picked community members for their involvement in the death of the late Captain Adam Mahama. They were so unsure of whether the students will be able to participate. But here we are. Out of the 73 people who registered for the exams, 72 showed up, including a nursing mother who is nursing a 2-month-old baby. The family has helped her, and she's able to sit for the exams. The other gentleman, I'm told, after the registration, he stayed at home for 5 months to the exams, so he didn't even show up today. The district director of education, Madam Rose Tinkran, is so happy and elated that in her own voice, he can't thank the Almighty God for the role that he has played with the district assembly led by the suspended district chief executive, the teachers and the school authorities, and especially the chief of Denkyira Obuasi for his efforts in bringing back all these students to sit for the exams. So for the students, when I spoke to them, they told me they were very, very prepared because they were being assisted by their teachers who were psyching them up, encouraging them to be able to write the exams which begins today. And the teachers too tells me it's been a very difficult task, especially moving to the hinterlands. Some of these roads are not engineered, let alone being motorable. They had to sit on motorbikes. They have spent days in the bushes trying to organize all the students to take part in today's examination. So they too, some of them, they told me they haven't slept for days. Some had been in the bush for 2 days. Some had been there for 3 days, and others have been there 4 days, trying to do their best to support some of the people who are writing the BEC exams today in Diaso, the district capital. So yes, for the people of Denkyira Obuasi, especially the teachers, they are happy. Their efforts and that of the education authorities have yielded results, and their candidates are here writing the BEC exams.
All right, Ohiming, but we can see right behind you, I believe, some members of the Denkyira Traditional Council seated, and they're expected to hold a pacification ceremony in relation to the lynching of Captain Maxwell Adam Mahama 1 week ago. And they're also sitting to remember the late captain. What can you tell us as regards that?
Thank you so much. This is indeed a gathering of the traditional authorities, and it's not only the traditional authority, but also some, people members of the community are also here. I've seen the police officers in their numbers. Don't forget, yesterday, last week, exactly on Friday, the traditional leaders of the Nshaman announced a day set aside to remember the late Captain Adam Mahama for what they termed, a soul who perished here, and it shouldn't have happened here. So today's event is in commemoration of his 1 week passing, and also to declare a day of mourning for the Nshaman. So beyond the mourning, the chiefs also want to take the opportunity to perform some rites, pacification rites, to purify the land, the Nshaman, the Denkyira Traditional Council, and the Nshaman in general, to signal that the chiefs, the gods, should also cleanse the land from such a menace which has led to a soul that is so shouldn't have lost his life here. So today's event, we just started. The chiefs had just arrived here, hoping that any moment from now, the purification process will start from here. But don't forget, a while ago, I saw some military police officers at the scene of the late Captain Mahama with a measuring tape, going about the investigations to also unravel the circumstances behind the death of the late Captain Adam Mahama. So we've been trying so hard to get some of the traditional authorities to speak to in this regard, to throw more light on this instance so that we understand how the whole process will go. It's been difficult because the chiefs just arrived here, and as tradition demands, they have to go through some processes before they can speak to the media.
Do you perchance know what this pacification exercise entails?
Yes, I have been getting some briefing from the traditional authority, and I'm told it involves the slaughter of animals. I'm not sure what type of animal or what kind of animal would be slaughtered here. But beyond the animal sacrifice, there will also pour libation to call on their ancestors and the gods to pacify the Nshaman land for, an innocent soul losing his life on this particular land. And they also ask the entire Ghanaian community, the entire nation, to also support in their activities. Don't forget, the chiefs have already condemned the act of residence of Denkyira Obuasi, which led to the late Captain Mahama. So today's event is to crown it all that indeed they themselves are not happy, they are not satisfied, and they've also assured their involvement, they've assured their support to the investigative machinery, both the police and military investigative team, to support them to be able to unravel what really transpired, what actually happened in the events leading to the late Captain Mahama's death.
Right, thank you very much. Ohiming Teria coming to us from Denkyira Obuasi. And we know that family and friends have also gathered here in Accra to remember the late Captain Maxwell Adam Mahama, who was killed exactly a week ago today in the town of Denkyira Obuasi. You're watching JoyNews Desk.